to be filled, an atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. That was no routine save.
Guerrero sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Kimpembe. Hakimi has brushed off the ball there. Now the counter. He gets past his man.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Forward it goes. And he has been fouled there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Paris Saint-Germain starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. He's one-on-one, he's had a goal! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting.
Paris Saint-Germain have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Goalkeeper's ball. Throw. And then shot a goal! It's anyone's ball. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Gets the better of his man. Plenty waiting in the middle. Dyer. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Dyer hoists it forward, and that is as far as they're going to go. Marquinhos, and it's played forward. Ulreich plays it forward, and here's the chance to counter. It's a good foot in there. Deftly done. Guerrero. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Hakimi. Ulreich. Tries to get it forward quickly, cuts it out. Bayern Munich are leading with half-time drawing close. Forward it goes. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hoists it forward. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Kimpembe. Hernandez. Battles to win it back. Gone for a throw-in. That'll be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. But there has only been that one goal. It is very, very quick. Head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. The action has already resumed here. Bayern Munich carrying a one-goal lead. Dyer. Hakimi. Skriniar. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Donnarumma will lay claim to that. Marquinhos. Skriniar plays it forward, and it's Guerrero. The message is clear, none shall pass. Kimpembe. So still just a goal between them. Almost an hour gone. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. but it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Guerrero. That's offside. Yes, it is. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Lobs it in gently. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hernandez. Now a chance to break. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? And they've been caught out here. Time to deliver. Skriniar. And it's played forward. Hakimi. Well read, he sorted that out. Neuer gets it away. He's got options out wide. And now the breakaway. Gorgeous control there. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Hakimi can't get the better of his opposite number. And help's available out wide. Get that clear.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Guerrero. What an adventurous run from a defender. Going through, he's gone for it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. 2 changes being made right now. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Plays it over to the other flank. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Oh, sweet feet. They need to get it in quick. Turns and goes back. Looking to get within range. Can he find a finish now? He's had a shot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Just a goal in it. But that was enough. Your final thoughts, Jim? So we're up and running.
Hakimi.
Here it comes.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the
Here
support.
comes another. Gets up to head it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Good idea, just poorly executed.
Skriniar. Kimpembe. Hakimi.
Guerrero. Now the counter. He's got options out wide. Up for the header! Not a header, but again the same outcome.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the service. They've just been very wasteful in the air.
Paris Saint-Germain starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. Bayern Munich, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Ball is over the line. Buccaneering run from the defender. Hits one! Fair effort, he reacted well.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Delicate ball, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And the weighted pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Hakimi.
Forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Kimpembe. Hakimi. Hernandez. Skriniar.
He's had a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Paris Saint-Germain are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here. Guerrero really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Hernandez.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. He's got it, and he's got time! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Bayern Munich really could have done without this. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it! He was just never going to miss.
And it only took a little drop of the shoulder to send the keeper completely the wrong way. Didn't he take it well?
Paris Saint-Germain take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Marquinhos.
Skriniar.
Hoists it forward. And it's played forward, looking for space out wide. And through to the goalkeeper. We've reached half-time. So off we go once more.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Ulreich goes back to base. Dyer. Guerrero. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do.
Hernandez.
very well to intervene.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Skriniar.
Marquinhos.
Hakimi.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Dyer plays it forward. Ball through needs to be good here. Guerrero. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Bayern Munich awarded another corner. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ulreich tries to get it forward quickly. Can't get the better of his opposite number. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Danger averted for now. It's a throw. Time for a change in personnel. Delivers across. And that could be trouble. And a goal kick. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Finds himself eased off the ball. And it's Guerrero. Gets wrestled off the ball. Come back to the keeper.
Skriniar.
Demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Get the better of his opposite number.
Hernandez.
His goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Gets into some space. Oh, good take in a good area. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save.
Yeah, just thinking about the goalkeeper again. He really had to be at his best, didn't he?
Dyer drives it forward. And he's away. Hits one! Hits it! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Now, can he capitalise?
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage. There's only one word for this, it's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
And the shot! It's there! Tying minutes, and we're all square again! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Hakimi.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Kimpembe. Paris Saint-Germain have to get it into the box and quickly. Beautifully done. Kimpembe. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. He's had a crack. And that is the last effort of the game. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Bayern Munich certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that...
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter. He seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that defensive line. And what's more, he can often turn those interceptions into lethal counter-attacks too.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And it's played forward. Kimpembe. Marquinhos. Marquinhos plays it forward. He's left his man. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Dyer. It's been a pretty frantic start, a lot of front foot pressing. And it's Guerrero. Has a pop!
Guerrero really used his body to clever effect in dropping the shoulder to carry on.
Marquinhos. Has gone out. There are a few waiting for it. Heads it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Bayern Munich can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source. Paris Saint-Germain have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Chance to break. He's got away. Hits one! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, that's where he wants it. Neuer gets good distance on it. It is deadlocked. Kimpembe. Now can he finish? Dyer goes looking. Marquinhos. Goalkeeper's ball. Hoists it forward. And the defence can get it clear. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's looked long this time. Oh, real chance! Managed to get it away. It's a throw. Marquinhos. No goals as yet. Kimpembe.
Hernandez.
Hakimi really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Has a hit! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Paris Saint-Germain going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Very strong.
Then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that some...
Has a pop! Surely this time, goal! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! Donnarumma did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
So we have our breakthrough.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Dinks one in, and it's got through. Danger averted for now. Hakimi, Kimpembe, loses his balance and loses the ball. And the shot! Forward it goes. Dyer plays it forward, and he's there to clear it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Oh, sweet feet. Kimpembe, and it's played forward. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Gets it back. Hakimi. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so...
Goes for goal! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
That's a real shame, Peter, because it was beautifully worked. Took the defence out of the picture, but he'll be in no hurry to watch the replay.
Marquinhos. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's the through ball.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Has he picked him out? Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
All right. And it's Guerrero. Bayern Munich have made a great start to the second half, and it's 1-0. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Kimpembe. Has been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Paris Saint-Germain are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Looks to dink one in. Gets the better of his man. Massive leap! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss. Minutes left on the clock. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Going to throw in. There's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Guerrero. It's got through to him. This could spell danger. And the shot! It's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
Out to the right. What a ball this has turned out to be. And the finish! Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he's going to... Oh, he's hit the bar!
Oh, he's been flattened there.
And time is up. Bayern Munich have won it. As much industry as inspiration. Whatever the formula, it has worked for them. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Bayern Munich can certainly give themselves a pat on the back.
So it's down to business here. Certainly tested the keeper.
Guerrero is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Guerrero. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Hakimi.
Dyer. And here's the chance to counter. Chance! It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Shot at goal! And that's been levered clear. He hits it! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
He's left his man. Goes for goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Bayern Munich didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Dyer. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Hernandez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Forward it goes. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Well positioned to make that interception.
Kimpembe.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, hits one!
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
That's great strength on the ball. Cuts it out. Corner then. Tries to get it clear. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Plays a clever pass. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hakimi gets it out to the wing. That's gone a long way up and away. Beautifully done. Guerrero. Ball through needs to be good here. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And it's hoisted clear. Bayern Munich in need of a lift as we head up towards the break.
Hakimi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Marquinhos hoists it forward. And it's played forward. And this has gone, presumably for offside. Forward it goes. Marquinhos battles to win it back. Massive leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Hernandez. Skriniar tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. There is the half-time whistle. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Inside second half, we need to.
Just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Bayern Munich need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be no
question, that's a foul. Dyer gets his foot in there. The referee's awarded a free kick. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. hoists it forward.
Bayern Munich making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Marquinhos plays it over to the other flank. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Guerrero. Hakimi, still scoring skills have already been evident. Guerrero. That intervention was very necessary. And the defence can get it clear. Kimpembe. Just brushed off the ball there. Looking to break out here. And it's Dyer. Ball's loose, who's getting there? That's surely a foul, free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's trying the shot. Been clubbed away. Has a pop! He's had a go!
Bayern Munich are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it.
Going for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Dyer. That's been drilled forward. Gets it back. Marquinhos. Looking crossfield, changing the point of attack. Just whacks it away.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
This could spell... Has a hit! Hernandez goes short. Plenty waiting in the middle. How about a real chance? Oh, and that should have been two.
Hernandez was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
Played it short. Timely intervention.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's pinged one through here. He's off on a marauding run. Cleared without complication.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
It's gone out for a throw-in. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Battles to win it back. Guerrero. Here it comes. Guerrero. Guerrero plays it in. And there goes the final whistle. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling.
And we're underway. Dyer. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Skriniar. Hoists it forward. Dyer. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Time to deliver. Crosses into the box.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Hakimi did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Good ball. Oh, that is up. He's had a shot. Oh, that is an awful miss.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Bayern Munich still to register a shot on target. And there's a long ball. Donnarumma can pick that up. Hernandez. It's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kimpembe attempts to play it through. It's a loose ball. All right. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's one! Goal! Bayern Munich!
Bayern Munich are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Bayern Munich get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Hernandez clips one through. It's out for a goal kick. Has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And it's played forward. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Goes for goal! It's been taken short. Looks to dink one in. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that has been clubbed away. Ulreich goes looking. He's got options out wide. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Forward it goes. He's big chance! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
We've reached half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and Paris Saint-Germain get the ball rolling in the second half. Marquinhos. Kimpembe. Lobs it in gently. Shapes to shoot! Hoists it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hakimi. Kimpembe. Hakimi. All right. Dyer. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Dyer. And help's available out wide. A chance to play it in. Hernandez. Very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Gets away from his opponent. And he's surging through. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Hernandez. And it's Guerrero. Beautifully done. All right. Ball's out on the left now. Goes for the cross. Has a pop! Oh, that probably deserved better.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Kimpembe, who's goal scored. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Dyer. Half an hour gone in the second half. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Hit long and direct.
Paris Saint-Germain merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's played forward. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kimpembe battles to win it back. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Hernandez sticks in a foot to win it back.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
They are right into last chance territory. Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's caught him there, it's a free kick. Kimpembe. Now surely! And the finish! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Turned the game on it, and the referee brings it to a close. And in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead. They lost their lead, and they lost the game. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Bayern Munich really were...
There's the whistle. Hakimi. Kimpembe, over to the left. Here it comes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Hernandez. Dyer, forward pass, Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Hernandez. Forward it goes. Chance to break. He's got through. Quick glance at goal. He's left his man. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. He's making a real surge on the left. Beautifully done. Marquinhos demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. And it's been taken short. It's a brilliant interception. It's gone a long way up and away. And it's Guerrero.
Paris Saint-Germain have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Bayern Munich, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Skriniar. Tries to get it forward quickly. Caught offside that time. Neuer sends that a long way. He spotted the run and played him through. Chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Guerrero with the short one. Plenty waiting in the middle. Looks to set one up. Shoots! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kimpembe. He's got away. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. More than the referee's awarded a free kick. controlled. It is quite a run he's making here. A chance to play it in. That's a throw. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Hakimi, not easily shrugged off the ball. Dyer. Hakimi. We hit half-time, so both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An engrossing half, but we're still where we... Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Bayern Munich can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Dyer. Dyer drives it forward, and he's surging through. No foul, says the referee.
Kimpembe.
It's a loose ball. Hoists it forward. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Marquinhos looks to bypass the midfield. Knocks it away. Looks to clip it forward. Skriniar. Finds himself eased off the ball. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Guerrero. Marquinhos. Marquinhos switches it towards the other side. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Gets into some space. Play for a goal kick. Bayern Munich making consecutive changes here. Marquinhos. Paris Saint-Germain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Played in with accuracy. Get the better of his opposite number.
Kimpembe.
after 75 minutes. He's not going to get that. Kimpembe gets it back. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. And he's there to clear it. It's gone out for a throw-in. Out towards the flank. Now, real chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Hernandez goes short. Oh, sweet feet.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hernandez.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Forward it goes. Has a hit!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Plays it over to the other flank. It's a promising ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Your final thoughts, Jim? Listen. So that's got things underway. Hernandez. Marquinhos. Marquinhos drives it forward. Lovely bit of skill there. In with a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
He's got away. Guerrero. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Skriniar. Forward it goes. Hakimi. Now the counter.
Paris Saint-Germain are playing very deep here. They seem happy to let their opponents have the ball. They're not bothered.
Kimpembe.
just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Bayern Munich still to register a shot on target. It's a loose ball. He's going after it, and they've been caught out here. There are a few waiting for it. Turns and goes back. He's had a goal! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Bayern Munich draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Hernandez plays it out to the wing. Played into the middle. And the weighted pass. He's in. He's had a shot. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Is there any support? Kimpembe has got himself a free kick. And he's going direct. Hernandez with the short one. Looking to force his way through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's come loose. defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
As a pop! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Neuer reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
I might sound a little harsh here, but the keeper, I felt, could have done a better job in ensuring that ball didn't go back out into the danger area.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Ball. Who's going to get there? 2 minutes to be added on. Kimpembe. Skriniar goes looking. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's half-time here. So a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Bayern Munich head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen Paris Saint-Germain get the second half going. Skriniar hoists it forward, tries to get it clear.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
To get it forward quickly. Kimpembe. Got a shot away! He's pulled off a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Paris Saint-Germain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Shot at goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's played forward. Oh, Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Kimpembe.
Dyer. It's being played forward. Faced. Oh, shooting chance! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Marquinhos. Tries to get it forward quickly. Marquinhos.
Paris Saint-Germain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
He's through, it's one-on-one!
Bayern Munich merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Forward it goes.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's one! Goal! Bayern Munich! And they get themselves in front!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Bayern Munich take the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Gets away from his opponents. Marquinhos.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Skriniar tries to switch the play. Lovely feet. Finds himself eased off the ball.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
He's left his man. They've played it short. And the shot! It's broken loose. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Bayern Munich winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Bayern Munich have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive, the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
Well, we're on the way. Guerrero. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Marquinhos. Hakimi looks to get on the end of this. Done very well to intervene. Bayern Munich have it back and they can go again. Kimpembe with a good steal, well played. Skriniar. Hernandez gets it back. Steered forward. Kimpembe. He spotted the run and played him through. Just the keeper to beat! Has a goal! And that would have been some goal.
Well, the run was really impressive, the finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
First quarter of an hour gone. Bayern Munich still to register a shot on target. Lovely bit of skill. Dyer. He could be in here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Well positioned to make that interception. Dyer. And And it's Guerrero. Is there any support? He might not need it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out. Paris Saint-Germain have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Can he deliver? Oh, that is lovely footwork. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Kimpembe. Just brushed off the ball there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's away! Marquinhos. Great challenge, timed to perfection. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Attempts to play it through. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Hernandez. Still waiting for the first goal. Skriniar drives it forward. He gets past his man. Oh, real danger here. Dyer. Tries to get it forward quickly. Skriniar gets into the right position to intercept. Marquinhos. Kimpembe. It's got through to him. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless.
And the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
Bayern Munich head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Not a team any further forward than they were when they started out. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So, deadlock still as the second half begins. Goes for goal! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
I've got changes here, from both sides in fact. Marquinhos. Hoists it forward. Tries to get it clear. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Hernandez. Has a pop! Neuer can claim that. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. PSG on the counter-attack. Gets wrestled off the ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Being played forward. Guerrero, it's bounced out! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Marquinhos. Skriniar. Kimpembe. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's played forward. Skriniar. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. A good challenge, stood up well against his man. Kimpembe. That's sprayed out wide. Marquinhos. Looking for a decent ball in. Promising cross.
Paris Saint-Germain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Big chance! Must be! Shot a goal! Oh, that's incredible! Finally! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Bayern Munich take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Almost there, and the players can feel it. That's gone a long way up and away. Will be a throw-in. Has been fouled there. Marquinhos. Skriniar. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Bayern Munich, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Thrilling, nail-biting back. So that's got things underway. All right. Dyer. Just brushed off the ball there. Hernandez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Tries to dink it in. He's had a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! First blood drawn.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Bayern Munich didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Oh, really good feet. Time to deliver. Forward it goes. Battles to win it back. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Paris Saint-Germain have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
That'll be a throw. He does have an assist to his name. Guerrero. And he's straight offside. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Hernandez. He's got away, over it, and the finish! No, not this time.
Paris Saint-Germain can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Marquinhos drives it forward. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kimpembe. Marquinhos. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Hoists it forward. Going for goal! Marquinhos. Marquinhos with a searching ball. Wrestled off the ball. Guerrero shoots! Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Nicely controlled. And it's Guerrero. We hit half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. So off we go once more.
Bayern Munich need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
All right.
Dyer. There's a long ball.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim.
Marquinhos.
Quick glance and shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Dyer. Guerrero.
Kimpembe.
He's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Very decent attempt.
Marquinhos. Across the field it goes.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Marquinhos.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
And it's Guerrero.
Guerrero. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Lovely feet. And he's there to clear it. Out towards the flank.
Lovely bit of skill there.
Defending of the desperate variety. Has a hit!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen. Hernandez.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Bayern Munich are now matching their opponents blow for blow despite the scoreline. No shrinking violets out there.
That had to be more accurate. All the way back and they start again. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Plays it out to the flank. Well played, he saw that coming.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Hoists it high. Played into space out wide. Plays it out to the wing.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And it's played forward.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Ulreich plays it forward. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And that has been clubbed away.
Bayern Munich need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Has a hit! Oh, taken with style. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
That's great strength on the ball. It's found its way to him, and that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Marquinhos with a fine tackle.
Defence has got rid of that. Ulreich. So that's it. It is all over. Well, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learnt from it all when they regroup. Your reflections then, Jim?
Bayern Munich didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter.